What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Love Coach Podcast. Today, well, obviously here with the one and only Coach Alex. How you doing?
I'm doing amazing, buddy. What about you?
I'm doing great. I'm loving this new style of videos, what we're doing here. We're just grabbing some nice, awesome, entertaining, informative, viral clips and giving our feedback. And today we have a new one from one of my childhood crushes. And I was just talking to Topanga from Boy Meets World. I mean, every guy had a crush on Topanga. It's like Kelly Kapowski, Saved by the Bell. Do you know who she is?
No.
Oh, French.
I didn't grow up in the US.
Oh, that's true. That's true. All right, but anyway, you guys know, I'm sure you've seen her. She's a very beautiful actress, very talented, and her name is Topanga. She gives us great advice, and I want to get Coach Alex's point of view of it. Coach Ray, do you mind hitting the play?
All dating is trying to find compatibilities. And if you're not compatible, doesn't mean there's anything wrong with that person. It also doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. You don't need to change yourself to try to make yourself more compatible with that person. And that person doesn't need to try to change themselves to make yourself more compatible with you. You should just say, we don't have enough compatibilities, and that's okay. And I wish you all the best, but this is not going to be going the direction that we need to do.
What's your take?
I want to hear your take first. You know me.
No, I mean, again, something I always build up on the 3 C's in relationship coaching. You know, there's chemistry, which everyone starts off. It's fun, it's sexy, it's cool. We matched. All right. And then there's connection. Wow, I love the way we have similar jokes and stories and maybe upbringing relations and all this stuff. And then compatibility. Do we both want the same things, the same goals, the same future? And a lot of times people rush exclusivity, commitment based on chemistry. Even if not, it's probably makes sense to do it on connection, but compatibility is the smartest way. You know, so again, I think it's very honest and fair where if someone's not compatible, they're not a bad person or wrong. They're just maybe not for you.
I see what you mean. Can I share a different side
Yeah,
of you?
I love it.
So, no, first of all, I want to say that it's very deep because I didn't understand the word compatibility until you share your vision. For me, compatibility, as the way we see it in France, in Europe, it's just like, are we meant to be each other or not? It's not that deep. It's very surface in a way.
So it's not a yin and yang, peanut butter and jelly, it's olive oil and vinegar kind of thing?
Exactly. It's just very surface. It's like very vague.
Okay.
So I was like, I like the message where she says, like, if you're not compatible, in the way that don't think that you're the problem. I love this part because most of the women that we coach or I coach, they will feel like, oh, what is wrong with me? Nothing. You know, it's not that you're the problem. But in the meantime, I have a very specific vision and we can disagree, of course. I have the vision that nobody is compatible.
Really?
Yeah, I think nobody is compatible. It's how you want to make it work that will create the relationship. Because being compatible means 2 people will be the same. No, for me, it's not possible. Of course, we share the same chemistry. We can have chemistry. We can share some common interest. But to be compatible, to have the same vision, to have the same goals, to know where we are going, we need some adjustments. So if it's like, oh, we are not compatible, goodbye, I think I would always have been single. But because I had this emotional intelligence to say, okay, there is few difference. Let's see how we can make it as a strength.
Interesting.
Instead of saying, okay, goodbye. So that's the one thing I wanted to share.
No, I love that. I didn't know that you felt that way about compatibility. Let me ask you on this so to go further on that, I take compatibility as in we make a good match, not necessarily that we're the same person, that my weaknesses are your strengths and vice versa. But when it comes to the core of our values or foundation of who we are, that's where it's similar. In a sense. So it's like, you know, if you both are emotionally available, you both want to get married and have kids, if religion or politics or anything in that sense is a big factor in family, culture, or tradition, that is more I mean in the sense of compatibility of, oh, you do still believe in marriage. Oh, you do want to have kids. Oh, you don't want to get married. And in finding those things for compatibility, and then you guys can be as different, opposite, extrovert, introvert, anxious, avoidant as possible because, you know, differences is exciting. You don't want to be the same person. I took compatibility of our goals and our standards and morals and values of who we are more in line. But no, she's very different from me, and I love that. She's so extroverted. I'm more, you know, chill. That's what I kind of felt like.
That's what I said. I think that I had a different vision. For me, compatibility was only like kind of the term connection. You know,
Yeah.
there's the chemistry, the connection. That's the way I see it. I see like, are we compatible? Do we love the same food? Okay. Oh, we don't love the same food, so we are not meant to be together. I'm not sure about that. You see what I mean?
Well, again, I think the compatibility scenarios you put in are more minor of the test of compatibility compared to compatible partners, compatible teammates of having the same vision.
I do agree with that. Yeah, that's the difference in terms of also definition of a word, you know, because not everyone will have the same definition of compatibility.
True.
But the one thing that I also truly believe is that even if you're compatible or not, you can still make it work if you want. You see what I mean? I think that we need to have the conscious decision that we talked in the previous episode, where I decide that I want to make it work, even if I feel like we are 80% compatible. I won't walk away. I want to see if we can make it work.
I love that because I've heard great advice before that love is an action, not a feeling.
Yeah, I love it.
And so that really does summarize where you're saying, no, we'll make this work. So I don't need to feel compatible with you. The action is we will make this work because I want you. Almost like that Notebook relationship where they're yelling at each other, Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams. And they're like, this is what we do. And then we're going to make up and we're going to do it again. And I want you're crazy. You know, they go crazy at each other and they drive each other crazy. But the love was like, he's not going to step down or step away and he's not going to not challenge her because that's who he is. And they bump heads through a lot of the movie, but it's because of how much they love and care for each other. And so you can even see she's probably more compatible with the other guy who was just more catered to who she was, where Ryan Gosling's character was more about, you know, challenging her because he believed in her. And so that's true when you say that love and that compatibility or that commitment is an action. You don't have to wait for a feeling. There is no right or wrong answer of this video or what we said. It's more about finding that value for yourself. If I'm with the right person, I will make the work, I will commit and put the effort. If I'm getting to know someone, you have to understand what is you're looking for, what kind of compatibility are you looking for, if it is something more major or minor. But then again, no matter what, and it's unquestionable, it's got to be mutual. So great insight.
Yeah, I love what you mentioned, Coach Andrés. And of course, if it doesn't work, it's not your fault. Don't take the fault for yourself. Don't lose self-confidence, because that's when you start to be really hard on yourself.
Let me ask you this. I get so many calls like this, and I always find it so interesting, if not like puzzling in a way. So I don't mean to be insensitive to this. There's a lot of times where our clients, these women have these relationships with these guys who weren't good, cheated, you know, just unhealthy, toxic, whatever things. Oh, I've heard everything. And they're afraid that they're going to meet someone else. And they think that they're not good enough, or they're not basically stepping up, or there's something within them, and they're just trying to force this longer than it needs to, and they're almost terrified to let it go because well, what happens if you meet someone, Coach? What happens if so he can treat the next person the way he treats you? Well, what are you missing out on here? And do you get that a lot?
I got that a lot, unfortunately, and that's why the message of the video is beautiful. But the reality is that most of those kind of men, they have this ability to make someone feel that they are the problem. I cheated on you because you didn't give me sex. I won't try to understand my mistake. I won't take any responsibility. It's much easier to blame you guys. The problem is that if you listen to him, he will always find an excuse. And the worst excuse, in my opinion, is like, but you understand, Coach, his parents got divorced when he was a child. His dad didn't give him love, so that's why he's cheating now. I'm like, no way, I don't understand that. Sorry, ladies. No, that's the reality, is that it is very important to have self-conscious of what's going on.
100%.
And if not, just book a coaching with this guy or me.
Yeah.
We are here for you.
Yeah, we'll keep it real. We'll keep it real. Again, so check out coachingwithandres.com. Contact information on the top right corner if you want a free consultation. FrenchRelationshipExpert.com with Coach Alex. Always hit 5 stars in this video and please share it. Again, ladies, take notes. And if you want any new results or changes in your relationship world, hit us up. And I'm telling you, guarantee it.
We are here for you, ladies. Take care of yourself.
Have a good one.